Welcome back to Related Conversations, the group chat on steroids. I'm Melanie. This is my cousin Man, Mad Ugly. Today we got a full house. We got my girl Deesh in studio with me.
Hi.
We got my girl Lonnie, and we got
Hi.
returning guest Sincere. And today we are talking about social media.
Bringing the drums, bringing the drums.
Ah,
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna set it off right, and I'm gonna say this. I'm at 95% hate social media, right? 95% I hate social media. I'm gonna tell you 20 reasons why. Now I'm just playing. I'm gonna go with one,
All
right?
right.
First of all, I don't understand why do people think like why do people think like if you write them, I'm gonna say people, I'm not gonna say females. And we're gonna go to each social media because I think people on different social media platforms they pick and choose like you know what I mean how to act or what to say or what to do, you know what I
I
mean,
agree
like
with
on
that.
Snapchat. I don't know why people think like if you write them on Snapchat it's like you asking them to marry you or some shit
Because
like
it's
if
the cheating app.
but
Because
if
if
you
you
say
snap
something
somebody,
funny
it
if I
disappears.
laugh and I laugh at it I don't like you, like relax, I don't like you, I just thought that was funny. Or if
But
you
what
doing
you do to
something.
that person disappears within 24 hours. So, like, I'll tell you for when I was in a relationship and your baby moms, remember, do you remember that? This nigga liked or laughed. It was a braids or some shit that he liked on her Snapchat. And the family went crazy. Oh, he's in her DMs. He's this, that, and the third. Do you remember that? Because that happened, and it was just like I saw the snap. It really was just a little, but the way that it goes, because you got people, I can talk crazy to you tomorrow, that's not going to be there. Snapchat is the cheating app, so it's not the place you go for casual conversation most of the time.
Snapchat is the cheating app because of what?
I literally just said, are you fucking listening?
Because it disappeared.
All
yeah.
right.
You don't have
So
Context.
to. No, there's a
so
way you can have it
Context.
stay.
once you read it, once you read it, it disappears unless you save it. And the only way to sit there and pay attention to that is if you look at the conversation, whatever you say or whatever they say gets highlighted. That means the person actually saved what you said. Once they read it, it's gone. That's why the little person on the bottom pops up like this because they read the conversation and then disappears.
It was the
All right. Okay. All right. So look, we go. All right. We can come back. We can come back to that. Let me go into this real quick.
I
I just
okay.
want. I want to talk about like memes, right?
okay.
Memes on social media, right? I feel like memes have become like fucking Bible scriptures. Like people treat memes like therapy or some shit. Like if you see a meme and you going through it and you share it, it's like, all right, that's actually how you feel or what you doing or you know what I mean? Get what I'm saying?
Well,
It's
it's
it's a, it's
relatable.
a it's a silent nod. You're just like,
But it's a like right, but people be fucking saying shit and sharing memes that they don't be nothing about that meme.
What
Nothing
you
about
mean?
They
it.
doing subs too.
you mean like the person? The person is like
Yes, like if you
doesn't
see like if you
actually
share a
act
meme
that
like
way.
oh yeah, if you see a meme like oh fuck these niggas like you just said I'm not outside, right? If you see a meme, if you see
I'm not.
if you see a meme,
Eyebrow sis.
if you see a meme, be like, yeah, this is why I stay in the house. Like, fuck all these niggas, they ain't shit, right? And then we just happen to go through your phone, you texting all these niggas all about some other shit, but you sharing memes saying some whole other shit on fucking social
Okay, so
media.
hear me out though, because social media is like a deep, 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 deep well of like trash, like a bottomless well of trash, and also a highlight reel. So like you're only ever gonna see like a curated amount of someone's life in any of it. But like those deep, dark thoughts, they're out there. We all have them, and then like memes kind of highlight that, and then you're sending it
And you don't
usually
have to
in
be in the situation to relate to a meme.
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
but
send them in
but
DMs to friends
hold on.
all the time.
All right, so Lonnie, so hold on. So I think from and this is for me, this is just what I'm getting from what man's saying. I think that when people share a meme, people think that that's what that person is going through at the moment, and people take that mad literal.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying, like you said, you're not out here in these streets. But if you share a meme that says "fuck all these niggas," knowing you got a man at home and you dealing with a bunch of niggas, and your caption is like that part, now you got niggas in your now you got niggas in your comments
Right.
like, "Damn, all niggas ain't like that." Damn, shorty, I ain't know it was like that. Now your girlfriend saying, "Damn, who did it? What was his name? Was it that nigga you met last weekend?" All kinds of shit. But in all reality, it could be something that you agree with, and you just sharing it just because.
You ain't even
Yeah.
outside.
Well,
So why do you
Right.
have to
You're
be
not outside.
relating and living your meme that you're putting up? If I put some shit like "fuck all these niggas, niggas ain't shit," I probably meant that shit. But and then I might go curl up under my man and something, getting cuddles and kisses because not fuck this nigga. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be relative to what you going through.
Because you can be whoever you want to on social media, and you can feel however you want people to feel on social media. That's
Yeah.
why.
But why do you have right? Is that a bad thing?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, remember we was talking about. I'm gonna tell you why. Remember we was talking about deadbeats, right?
Okay.
All
Oh
right.
my
So
God.
social media made it to where. All right. Look, social media made it to where you can be different type of deadbeats, right? And fucking social media father is one of them. He's not a father in real life, but he's a father on fucking social media. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you don't really you really love or now I ain't gonna say dickmatized, but you really all up under this nigga that you in real life, but on social media is fuck these niggas. So like why are you doing that? Why you only post your son on fucking graduation or birthdays or
Mm-hmm.
whenever you got him?
Mm-hmm.
That's not all the time. It's just whenever you got him, you got to show you got your son.
Mm-hmm.
And but you don't have them. Know what I mean, you don't have them all the time. So people that's watching you on social media, oh, he's a good father. No, only when on fucking social media, not in real life.
you
Well, there's two things
well,
that come from. Okay. This is the thing, right? My bad. I was just gonna go. I was gonna go. This is the thing, though. You're expecting people to show the bad things or the real things about their lives. People go to social media as an escape. The reason why people are different people on social media is because who they are in real life, it isn't cutting it for them. But to you, I'm gonna look shiny and new, which is why the second thing is we all know social media is not as it seems. I think we all can agree on that. So where does your personal responsibility come in to see like this guy or this girl is posting these things and to understand without knowing anything about them that there's more to the story or this might look better or different than what it actually is. If
But
at this
Mel,
point
that's
you're not taking it with a grain of salt, it's kind of on you.
but my thing is, and this is where now, as usual, you know what I'm saying, I like to play both sides of the fence. For
Yeah.
me, watch your mouth. So for me, it's like, all right, pause. Let me bring that back. I like to play devil's advocate. Let me make sure I bring that back a little bit. So, so, so again, I agree. Where it's only graduation, you got them for the weekend. You take this one trip to Six Flags that you ain't taken in years. Now all of a sudden, you dad of the year, but niggas don't see you the whole 11 months. Nobody knows you. And what's crazy is that say we all know the same person, right? Matter of fact, prime example, I got you. Hey, yo, man, me and you having a conversation about such and such at the basketball court. We told me, hey, yo, you see this nigga sit there and post on social media? And somebody we playing with comes over and was like, yeah, I saw the nigga pictures up on Facebook, on Snapchat last week. That's all you can say. I saw his pictures, but we know the nigga in real life.
Yeah.
After he picked the kids up, he literally picked them up, put them down, and then dropped them back off at mom's. Like, bro, you're not that guy. Don't be that guy for social media and you get mad likes and then turn around and drop them back off, or they at your mom's house, or you sitting there, in all reality, you beefing. But like, that shit is weird to me. It's always been weird to me. For
Do y'all
me,
feel like social media ruined the world?
yes,
I
in
do.
different ways. Yes.
I'm gonna
Because
tell you. I'm gonna tell you one of the reasons
big
why. I'm gonna tell
riding
you one of
high
the reasons
thinkers
why.
don't know how to do nothing if it ain't for the sake of other people's opinions. Social media made it so that I could say one thing and now 80 people who don't know me, don't know nothing about me, gonna agree with me because they can't formulate their own fucking thought.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is
Mm-hmm.
horrible, and the kids are affected the worst, in my personal opinion, because them little niggas don't even understand that they're kids anymore. And then you can be 45 years old, don't even realize you're arguing with a 14-year-old because y'all in the same room. There's no space where these teenagers exist and these adults exist, so all these teenagers have adult ideas. Like, I see little girls posting, they be 14, 15 years old, to my son, oh, my man cheating on me, I'm sick of these niggas. Bitch, did you even get your period? Like, you're going through shit through other people vicariously and not even understanding that you've never been through these situations to have these feelings, to have these thoughts, to say these words, but they see it all the time, all the time. It's a poison. And unfortunately, adults are not better than that. Oftentimes, they're just as easily led astray as the kids. Lonnie, you got
And
something to say?
you got people, Mel, let me tell you something. Social media, social media, fuck
Promise.
no. Social media fuck people heads up so much because you got people, right? If they post a picture and like everybody's loving it or whatever, and you like it, they look at you as a hater, like, or you trying to be funny or some shit. And like I honestly feel like I said, 95% I hate social media. But when she said, when y'all said social media is a highlight reel, it fucked up people's mind mentally, I believe, because now when you going through something, you can't come to social media about it because you only have to show the highlight reel. You know what I mean? If you go through something like if you really going through some shit and you get on social media, people look at you like, why are you on here with that? Get off social media. You know what I'm saying? Like you, nigga, if I came on here fucking happy, why I can't come on here for help? But is
So
it, yo, I'm telling you, like, you can't even, people will post their daughter or their kid and be like, they'll say some shit like, oh, don't mind her hair. Like, what the fuck you showing her then if you worry about, people worry about her hair? Like, oh, they post a picture like, oh, don't mind the background or some shit. Like, why you showing it then?
I mean,
Like, I'm telling you,
so
I really hate social media. I got so much shit I can say about social media. I really fucking hate it.
but like so from like the business side, it's like it has become the great equalizer, right? You're also seeing a lot of things that you wouldn't have previously seen, connecting with people from like anywhere in the world that you wouldn't have previously been connected to. So it's one of those things
That's
like
the
yeah,
5%.
it's a gift and a curse and all that kind of stuff, but like I
Right. So, but Lonnie, my thing is that 70-30 though. And again, this is my opinion, 70-30. 30 for the promotion and the business and enterprise and aspect. You know what I'm saying? 70 for the nonsense and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can promote yourself, you can promote your business. And again, so this is again, like I said, the devil advocates piece. The kids who were playing ball, especially with me and Mans growing up, like us going to school and all that, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have Snapchat. We didn't have TikTok. We didn't have all that. You had to come to the games with the camera, with the recorder and all that, and we had to send actual film to these schools. Now everybody on YouTube, everybody on TikTok, everybody on a highlight reel, everybody got cameras and people taking pictures at games and all that. We didn't have that.
Is that the camera?
that's the old
You know what I
like
mean?
crank
I want to
man.
touch on that. I
Nah,
want to touch
the
on that 30 rule
the
because
networking is the good thing about social media. Like, you know what I
yes,
mean? If you got a business, podcasting,
Mhm.
shit like that. But it's some shit you can't even say to somebody that you really know in real life, that you would say to them in real life, that you can't say in a comment on Facebook or some shit. Because they make it seem like, you know what I mean? You trying to be funny because you saying that on the internet. Like, I would tell you this in real life. Shut your dumb ass up. Like, if you know what I mean? Like, I tell you that in real life. But if you
I
say that
mean,
in a comment, like, it's
but the
some other
internet
shit.
because the internet
Oh,
lives
excuse me.
the internet lives forever. Bless you. The internet lives
Thank you.
forever. So like you making that comment, like it might be a like a snapshot of time for you, but like it's there forever. So like say some other ship blows up and all of a sudden like your name's everywhere. That one comment that you made or just like I'll kick your ass like becomes this other thing. Like, oh, is he violent? Oh, like was he going through something? You know what I mean?
You've
Like
seen that shit ruin celebrities' careers. Oh, I've got big in 2024, and you're gonna pull up my tweets from 2010, and all of a sudden I'm canceled for something I
yes.
said
that
time ago. I don't even recall. Like, it does happen, and unfortunately, we're not in a world where people have the discernment to understand that you can grow. I could think this thing today, learn something tomorrow, and have my opinion changed completely by next week. But according to the internet, which I initially thought, because I put it out there, that's my brand now. That is who I am, and I can never be different. And that's not true, but that's the way that it is.
I
I
like
The
to
feel
keep it
fact
old
that
school
people,
too.
I feel
Catch
like
me
when
on the phone. I'll say it to you on the phone all day. I'm not gonna type that on the internet.
They can.
oh, I don't know.
You won't say what on the internet?
I told she was gonna say
I'm saying,
something. Look, I knew it. Told you.
That's what she hears. Shut up. She trying to talk. I told she had to speak up. We
I
all
don't
speaking
know.
over her.
Wait,
Project.
Lonnie, you say you won't say
yeah,
what on the internet?
I'm saying I'll say things on the phone all day. I'm not gonna say it to you on the internet. I'm not gonna come to your comments section. I'm not gonna go to your DMs. I'm not gonna like have it documented for forever for the rest of my life for receipts for someone to like come pull that up. Like
The
go back to
internet,
the phone. Go call
the internet
Verizon and
has
try and pull up
become
that record.
the internet has become a new platform for telephone tough guys.
You
You know
know what?
what?
That's true.
So listen. So prime example. Right, and Mel, you can relate to this too. So me, you, and I remember there was another dude that used to just put up quotes of the day, right? And it was just random thoughts. It could be day to day, it could be your experience, it could be what you see, it could be something that somebody talked to you about, and then you generalize it and then filter it. Have you ever gotten text messages or phone calls, yo, you good? Yo, what you going through? Yo, everything all right? Nigga, I'm just putting words on paper. That's all I'm
Absolutely.
doing. I'm just putting
Absolutely.
words on paper. Why are you taking everything I'm putting literally? You sit there and say, "Hey, yo, it's hot as shit outside. Do you smell like shit now because you sweating?" Like, nigga, people gotta stop taking everything literally.
It's because people don't have discernment. It's just like I said before, like you don't have the idea to use your own head to understand there is a bigger realm. If I write a post, that is 120 characters or so of one thing. You don't know my mood. You don't know where I am when I wrote it. You don't know if I had that saved in my drafts for 3 weeks, but I posted on there. And instead of understanding that there are parts of this I don't know all the pieces to make a judgment on, you just decide Melanie wrote this thing on there. She seems sad. You know what I mean? And instead of like, if you're my close friend, you might hit me up and say, "You good? Because you post this, and maybe it's because I don't usually post that, so that's out of the ordinary." If I post all the time and I'm always posting shit, I'm gonna learn to, my friends, my family, the people who know me should learn to ignore that, because clearly I'm just a poster. It's like people who make content, they run out of things to make content for. So now you start seeing them doing other things because they need to be able to do that. But people don't have discernment. They don't think for themselves. So they don't understand that there are people who do. And then there are moments when you don't understand that there's a bigger thing that you're missing.
The crazy part is the people that actually be posting like the most shit, like everything is fine, be going through fucking Hurricane Katrina in real life.
Right. Right.
All
Like I
types
went
of
through the
facts.
whole thing. People, like, I was sick. I was through the mental most fucked up time of my life.
And
And
they
nobody
post
knew.
nothing.
And nobody knew. I'm talking about when I
Yeah.
post, when I was clear and I was like, okay, this shit is gone. I post like, thank God for that. I had people messaging me,
Yeah.
I didn't know you were sick, because you didn't need to know that. But it goes back to what you said in the beginning. Oh, they're posting this, fuck niggas, and they're crawling up with their guy. But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
why do you need to see the worst storms in my life? This is social media. I'm not going to stand on a podium in the middle of freaking Clinton Avenue and telling all these random 80, 90 people about I had a bad breakup because he cheated on me, right?
Don't
But
be on Clinton. Don't be on Clinton.
but
Don't do
my
it on
point
Clinton.
is, if I'm not going to do that in a room full of
Don't do
people,
it
why
on
am I
Clinton.
going to do that on social media? Because it's essentially the same thing.
I'm
You're
just saying, them 80, 90 niggas gonna try and holler at you. Just don't do it on
Go ahead,
Clinton.
Lonnie.
I mean, you see this ass.
Go ahead, Lonnie.
I was no, but like I'm the same way. Like if you're already a private person, you're not gonna all of a sudden become. I mean, maybe there's some instances that you do, but you're not gonna all of a sudden become a person that's gonna post all of your personal business on the internet. Then there's the people that do bleh, post
Oh,
all their personal business on the internet, and then it's like it's almost like the like look at me is how I feel. So it becomes this weird thing where like especially if you know someone's private life, just like how you guys were talking about like the dudes that are just like their social media parents. Like they're not actual real life parents. They show up on social media and then return back to their regularly scheduled programming promptly after they post something. It's just
So let
all
me
of
ask
that
you a question, Lonnie.
haze.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think social media ruined it for like, well, like most of the this generation right now, or at this time right now, like most people is like, single, you know,
I
or
think it
whatever.
ruined
You
it.
think
I
social
think it
media
ruined it
like ruined
for
that
me.
for like, staying with somebody or meeting somebody or just whole relationship thing?
Oh yeah, I think it ruined it for dating. It's trash out there. When I said a deep well of trash, the bar is set in hell. The
Now tell
like
me why. Tell me why you think it ruined it.
so I mean, you feel like you have a false sense of limitless possibilities.
Say that shit again. Wait a minute. Say it again and
You have
underline it because that's what it is.
false sense of limitless possibilities, and that's it. That's
And it's
it.
not fucking true. Have you used a dating app before, man? Have you
I,
used a dating app before?
you don't remember?
Oh, shit. Yes, you did. I remember.
And
No,
I
but it's
deleted
so
that shit.
bad. It's so
You're
bad. Like you get on there, right? And you go in there with the best intentions, right? And you're like, okay. And now Tom, Dick, and Harry done liked you in 10 minutes. And now, okay, now Tom sent you a message. And you and Tom are talking. And this is a great conversation. You know what I mean? And Tom hits you up the next morning. Good morning, sunshine. And you and Tom made a date for Friday. But now it was Monday when y'all made the date, and then you didn't hear from Tom on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday he sent you a 3-word message, and then never responded when you responded, and all of a sudden that great connection you have with Tom, it's like it never happened because he done disappeared out of nowhere, and it's like that could happen, right? But on dating apps, and it doesn't matter how cute you are, how witty you are, how fucking much money you have, anything, all of a fucking sudden you get ghosted nonstop a lot by people that you probably wasn't even interested in the first place. Like it's
it's
crazy. The whole social media
it's
ruined it.
conversation fatigue. It's
I think it is.
overstimulation. We're all overstimulated at all times. So like as soon as someone seems more interesting, you're like swipe on to the next X heart whatever it is, like match with the person. I have the same dudes match with me time and time again. And I've gotten to say like I either will like block it or I'll be like, oh, we're doing this whole thing again because it wasn't going to go anywhere. Like we would have a couple of conversations and they would disappear or I would disappear, to be honest. I'm a part of the
Oh,
problem.
Anthony, you in the corner over there?
When did they slid in my DMs become a pickup line?
What do you
In the
mean?
song,
I don't know.
So, things that make you go, I want you to think about this for a second.
Things
All right?
that make you-
All right? I want y'all to really sit back for a hot second and think about how many conversations either involve, start, or are based around the topic, he or she slid in my DMs. And then it was ... Either they started talking, they met up, they connected, they matched on some type of level, however it happened. And this is on all social media platforms. This includes TikTok, which in all reality started out as a kids app.
Yo, that's not crazy.
never knew
That's
that.
the crazy thing
It was
about
called
it.
Musically or something.
It was. And then Musically turned into TikTok once China bought it, and then it turned into a whole thing. And now, dudes, now you got grown-ass people, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All that other next level shit. You ain't even got kids in the video. You ain't even got no kids in the video.
Because it's not
Thirst
about
trapping
kids
and all
anymore.
that. Yeah, that shit weird.
But that's I
You,
think
TikTok thirst
I'm gonna
traps?
tell you,
yeah.
that shit basically came from exactly what we've been saying this whole time. Social media being a highlight reel, bro. Cause when you see some shit on social media, 9 times out of 10 is they showing the best part of whatever happened. For example,
Mm-hmm.
my cousin just came out here from Virginia for the weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she came around, she'd make everybody get together, have our little shot glasses, and we all put our hand in the middle, and she'll record like Mia's in town, and we all take a shot, right? And she'd do that the one day, then the next day, then the next day, the whole weekend. And she put it all together and make like a TikTok, make it seem like she has the funnest fucking weekend in the world. It was just for that 1 second. Then when we did the
Yeah.
shot, like after that, it's nothing. All right, but look though, if
But
you
hold on,
see
man.
that,
The
right? No, listen.
boomerang
Oh,
effect. That's what it's
listen.
called. The boomerang
Wait, listen
effect.
though. If you see that, right? Listen, say if you see that, right? Say if you was watching her on Instagram, right? You like one of her pictures, boom. Now you see she in New York. She's posting a picture. She's drinking with her cousins. You know what I mean? This is what you see. You don't see her sitting around like, oh, this is boring. You just see the
Right? You're
shots.
like,
You see
oh,
the
she had
family.
a time.
Yeah, she had a
Oh,
time.
Right,
So now,
right,
look, now you slide in the DM. Oh, when you
right.
go to New York, I mean, like next time I want to come with you. Now you ain't even knowing she ain't really doing shit, but this is the whole highlight reel. This is how people start to slide in the DMs because you're not gonna post a picture of you fucking like, oh my god, like you know what I mean? Like I'm ready to go back home. Some people
right.
might say that when they on vacation after like
You're
4 or 5 days. I'm ready to go back home.
Yo, I was about to say the same thing. I know people that are sick that post their
Yeah,
vacation that they went on a month or two ago. But because, just like Mel said, I don't want you to know that I'm sick. In all reality, it's none of your business. But still, like, this is what's going on. I want people to see the highlights of my life.
yeah, but
Again, you can
that's
be
why people
anybody
be
you want to
sliding in
be.
the fucking DMs because they see the fucking highlight reel. Now they want to, they want
Because
to
people don't understand. Like, you
fucking
got to
talk to you.
think about it. If I'm showing you that I had this good time, it had to be recorded. You know what that means? That there are parts that you're not going to see, and especially if it's sliced together, you're going to edit out that hour and a half of we waiting for old girl to finish her makeup. We're going to edit out all that time when we were standing in the bathroom just waiting in the line or some shit like that. But let's pivot a little bit because I got a question. We see how we feel about social media, right? So when it comes to dating somebody, do what the people you're dating do on social media, does it stop you from dating to them? Does it stop you from dating them? Does it affect the relationship? Like, what is so if you met somebody, and man, I'm talking to you specifically because you're the one who told me that the only way you stop talking to somebody is if they done talking to you. So
Oh, can I answer?
when
Oh,
no, you
can I go
can't do it
first?
yet because I want to know.
All right, all right.
But
Wait,
like
when I said that,
it was on a whole nother episode. I don't even think we posted it yet, but you said it to me and Shar. So it was on our deal breakers episode actually. So you said that's pretty much the only thing that stops you from talking to somebody.
yeah,
So
that
you,
changed. My answer changed.
you know what? That's fine. So it was just talking about growth. Just talking about growth. All right, go ahead. So give me your new answer.
If you posted on social media, niggas ain't shit, and I'm talking to you, if you sharing one of them niggas ain't shit memes, and we courting or we talking or whatever we got going on, I don't give a fuck if it's just a meme. I don't care if you sharing anything or saying anything, and I feel like it could be, you know what I mean? Like I gotta question you about it. Like why you saying that? Or because you could be talking to a girl and she ain't even ask you, she ain't even say nothing to you about food or nothing. She could just out of nowhere put on Snapchat like I'm hungry, niggas ain't even, you know what I mean? Like bring me no food. Like who you talking about? like, you know what I mean? Like what are you doing? Like what are you talking about?
I feel
Now
like
you're done. You're
that's
done.
the point. I want all of you
What's the
to know
point?
that I am hungry. So someone will pull up with food.
Or
Yeah,
she
but if
must
I'm
be
talking to
frustrated
you,
that she's hungry and put it out there and she's not looking for a response. Like I think kind of take your head out your ass. It's not everything is about you. That's
if I'm talking to you, it is about me.
no the fuck it's not. That's why that's why you single. That's why you single because that stupid ass thinking right there.
If I'm
What?
talking to you, it's about me.
So,
All
Every
right, so if
wait,
I'm talking to
every
you, Melody,
post.
no, Lord, Lonnie. If I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
Lonnie, if I'm talking to you, yeah. If I'm talking to you, right? We've been talking on the phone. We went out on a couple dates, right? And I post like, yo, bitches just get on my nerves sometimes. I ain't say nothing around that. That's all I said. We done went out on a couple dates. You not gonna think nothing when you see that?
I'm not bitches.
You mean it's
That has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with
Okay,
me.
so if I say, all right,
you
so if
said
I
you get you
say,
on a date.
Are
all
we
right, if I say
exclusive?
next time, if I say,
Are we exclusive or just dating?
Oh, please don't open this can of worms with him. Please don't
you
open
said
this can
what?
of worms with this nigga here.
What'd you say?
Is this exclusive? Is this like a Lonnie Man Murray journey? Or is this like Lonnie and
It's
people of
exclusive.
the
It's
internet,
exclusive.
people in the
Yeah, like
wild,
in a
and
relationship.
man and
It's
women in the
exclusive.
wild? What's the journey?
It's exclusive. It's exclusive.
And you say,
See, but men thinks wait, context matters here. Men thinks that if you and him have exchanged phone numbers and y'all have had conversations and y'all went on a date and y'all dating, that means that everyone else is off limits, even though there hasn't been a conversation about that.
No.
So
but
he's
I
saying
don't,
if y'all did a date or two, you not his girl. He not your man officially. Nobody asked, nobody said yes, nobody said no. But you post something that is automatically about him.
I
Nope.
never said
And
that. You just said that.
you did just say that. You did just say a couple
No,
dates.
I said
A couple dates
no.
does not
I
mean
ain't
you're
say
my
you can't be.
man.
No, I ain't say you can't be talking. I ain't say you can't be talking to other niggas. But if you post something about a nigga, I'm gonna
Yes.
automatically feel some type of weight because I'm one. I'm one of the niggas talking to you.
But why is that her problem? That's
What
you and
you
your
mean?
insecurities.
That's just like she said. That's just like she said. I'm not gonna comment on some shit I'll say on the phone. I'm not gonna say it because it's on social media. Why
So
you bringing
what?
that
And
to?
if you know that you didn't do shit to be that ain't shit ass nigga that she texting about, why would you take it so personal that you can be like, it's about me? Wouldn't you
How
at the
no?
very
How
least
how would
be
I?
like,
How would I know that? How would I know that?
Would you ask her? Would you ask her? Is that about me? Would you ask her, or would you probably stop you from asking her that?
If she say what the food or niggas ain't shit.
Either
whatever?
one.
Oh,
No, I'm not
well,
asking.
give up.
I'm not asking.
So you're just gonna assume that it's about you.
Even if it ain't, I'm good.
What is your birth sign?
Social
What is your
media people
sign?
be like ain't shit niggas, don't they?
What is your
Huh?
sign? I need to
I said
know.
he's a
What's my sign? Oh my god.
oh tell her. His emotional ass. Tell her.
Are you a Cancer?
Oh, he's yeah. Look, see, she knew.
Because you just said emotional. Of course he is.
Okay. Well, did you see that?
Oh,
Did you see that? Are you surprised that he's a Cancer?
Because you said emotional.
You're being emotional.
All right, so y'all, what you is right now? What you is
Amazing.
right now? You're lying to yourself. If you talking to a guy, this is the crazy thing about y'all, yo. If you talking
No, no,
to a
no, no,
guy,
no, no.
hold on, no.
If I'm exclusively talking to a man, then I might ask him on the phone, as I said, who might you be speaking of? Because bitches is not
You know why
me.
you asking him? No, you know why you asking him?
Because she should be the only one.
No, you know why you asking him because you feel some type of way about what you seen him say.
because they're exclusive.
If we're exclusive though, if we're exclusive and you're posting
Yeah,
that shit, then like it's
and I
weird
said
that you're posting it.
so. All right, so if y'all not exclusive, he can say whatever you want about a female, and if you talking to him,
Has nothing to do
Nigga,
with me.
yes. The answer is yes. Lonnie's
but you
too
might
kind.
be
The answer is
exclusive with
yes.
this dude one day. If
Anthony,
you in
help
the
your homie.
process, if you in the process of getting to know this dude.
What'd you say?
Help your homie because he's
No,
a
if you in
female
the
player.
process, if you talking to the dude, you basically getting to know him so y'all can get to the level of being exclusive, right? So no matter what he do at this stage, you okay with that because y'all ain't exclusive yet.
This is the stage where you're deciding if he's showing you certain
That's
shit
what
in
I'm
this
saying.
stage.
So
Listen,
she's
Wait a
saying
minute.
it's
Wait a minute.
okay.
It is okay because it's not my job to try to change it. What it is now for me to see the kind of nigga that you are and then
the
decide if this
problem.
kind of person I want to move forward with. You can do what you want.
That's it.
If
Ain't
I
that what I
don't
just
like
said?
it, I'm
I'm
removing
good
myself
on.
So
from
I
the situation.
decided I'm
the
good.
problem with social media is exactly what we already agreed on. You can be whoever you want. The
Mhm.
downfall with that
The
is
fuck?
social media creates preempted thoughts of the person that you're dealing with.
True.
Hence why I don't post anything. Everything
Right,
that I
but
post goes in my.
even so, if you pose Solani again, like so this goes back to man's point. If you talking to a bunch of different dudes, right? I mean, me and him are different in that aspect. You post some shit about niggas ain't shit. I'm like, oh, so am I niggas? I mean, that's just me. I'm gonna ask. But the difference is that if you're dealing with a bunch of niggas or you're on the verge of being exclusive, even so, your thought process reflects on what me and you have been doing, even if there's other people involved. This just becomes experience. It doesn't just become me and you or you and him or whomever. It just becomes experience. And I'm a part of your experience. So is that shit about me? Damn, you should have told me you was hungry. What the fuck? Just, your stomach wasn't rumbling, you wasn't licking your lips, nothing. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
That
If
easy. It's that easy.
I, yeah, if, but that's the
Wait.
thing. Context is important. If you and I were in some sort of argument and then you post some shit, I'm going to, yes, I'll probably internalize that a little bit and we'll have a conversation. But like, I don't think everything that someone posts has to do with me. Like, I know I'm great, but like, I don't think I'm
Because you're
the
not a fucking
on that person's mind at all times.
emotional.
That's not what I'm saying. Everything, but if you getting to know a guy, Fuck the
Yeah, y'all gonna
exclusive
stop.
part.
Y'all gonna stop jumping my man. That's y'all gonna stop doing.
Nah, if you getting to know a guy, because what she's saying, like, if I'm basically saying, Melanie said, if you talking to like what they post on social media matters. Yes, if I'm talking to you, I'm getting to know you, even if it's not about me, but if it's related to niggas, I don't want to go no further with you because you taking whatever you feel. It might not be about me, but whatever you feel about a nigga, you bringing it to social media. So if we make it to that stage, you might do that shit to me.
Let me just real quick, real life, real quick, because that's so she posted shit you don't like, right? You've been messy on social fucking media before in real fucking life. So what if you meet Sharkeisha and now Sharkeisha go back and scroll up on your fucking
Hold on.
Facebook or some shit and she see your messy ass shit from years ago. All of a sudden now she should be judging you by that because that's what you're doing. Even if
Yo,
she's
yo,
not,
yo,
even if it's
yo,
not being
yo,
posted right
yo.
now.
Yo, cool
It,
up on my man
Hold
though.
on. No,
Damn, Melanie,
listen.
like
First of
damn.
all, no, because listen.
First of all, Anthony, you're not helping. Shut
Hold
up.
on. I got two part
Go ahead.
answer to that. All
Okay.
right.
Part A.
One, we not gonna say I did something on social media and not say what I did. That's one, right?
You
You have
want
to
you
say
know,
what the
I was
hell I
trying to be
said.
discreet.
Huh? I don't
I was
care. You
being
can say it.
discreet.
Cause
I would
two, whatever you saying is old. You can say I used to not know how to ride a fucking bike before. I know how to do that shit now with no hands. Whatever you saying, that's old. I don't care if I did it before. I learned from it.
but the whole point is if I'm posting something, right? If I'm posting niggas be getting on my fucking nerves, right? I could have been watching Baby Boy and I could have been texting about Jody. You wouldn't have known, right? But you just took it and thought I was talking about men. So
But
it's like
that's
if I do wait a minute, let me finish. So if I do something like that, you're gonna be like, oh shit, she's talking about me. I can't fuck with nobody like this. It's not really too big of a difference if I see that you're the kind of person who has posted some crazy shit in the past, because maybe you didn't do that right now with me, but that means you could do that to me. Do you understand how I got here?
It's that yak.
Which is why
no,
you should
because
ask the
if you go,
question.
if you judging off anything I did in the past, then that's on you. I'm not
That's
even.
fucking hypocritical. Why would I
How you
post that
going off
something to
some
do with?
shit I post in the past?
Yes.
And tell me what did I
So,
post real quick, please. What the fuck did I
How
post?
how far
oh
back is the
shit.
past? How far
So,
back is the
so
past?
I, I'm just going to say this, and I think this is where I'm probably one of the few conversations that I'm going to exclude myself. I am I'm very big on communication. I ask questions. I'm inquisitive. Like like my top on my list for love languages is communication, next to
Yeah.
words of affirmation.
He get all
But
the
the thing,
information so he can lie. I'm kidding.
right, like that's a thing for me. I'm asking questions on top of questions on top of questions. So for me, I have one main question: if it's globally known that we're not exclusive, but have we talked about us seeing other people? Because again, it becomes experience. So now, Lonnie and Melanie, if y'all talking to different dudes, but the only person I know about is me, and vice versa, that becomes a situation where 9 times out of 10, men or women will internalize that. I don't know about the other niggas you talking to. I just know about me and you are trying to build something because we've had a conversation about dating with a purpose. I'll put that shit in quotations because that should be becoming a phrase that pays in 2024. But that's neither here nor there. If I only know about me and you building, but in all reality, you trying to build 5 different houses with 5 different niggas, then niggas ain't shit may apply to the other 4, but I'm going to think that it's only about me. So again, there's good, there's bad, there's ugly with that. That's why I ask questions. Because if I talk to you and you be like, nah, this nigga I was talking to without a second and third, I'm like, oh, all right. But don't say niggas ain't shit. Say fucking say this black motherfucker that they ain't got no eyebrows ain't shit.
You don't
Say that.
even need to do all of that. Like like truthfully, you don't need to do all of that
Listen,
unless it's something that's
I dragged it. I'm
concrete.
just saying though.
No, I mean, but my whole thing is like, unless, like, let's say I'm talking to you, right? We chatting, we chilling, we hanging out, we doing whatever we do because we decide to do it. And then you post some shit like, you know, dang, I hate matted weave or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I know that ain't about me, I'm not about to get in my feelings, be insecure about it. Now, if you posted something more specific, I do not like 36-year-old women with 8-year-old kids who live in the upper part of Albany. I'm gonna start to feel some type of way because
Let me ask you a
saying to
question.
my
Is
fucking
self conscious? Is being self conscious a sign of insecurity?
In this case, it kind of is. It's like your insecurities make you internalize something that was never pointed to you.
Is being self-conscious a sign of insecurity?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, yes. That's the truth.
So shouldn't it be more of shouldn't self-awareness be a sign of insecurity as well? You should have your give and take, right?
No.
No.
Why
How
not?
is tell me? Wait. How about you tell me how is self awareness insecurity?
Because you just finished saying if I know that that's not about me and my weave ain't knotted, then I'm not going to internalize it. Is that
No, it
self-awareness?
doesn't work that way.
How not?
How does it work that way?
How do you create rules about self-awareness?
I didn't. You did. I didn't say nothing about self awareness. This is your thing, buddy. I was trying to watch shit go by. You trying to throw me on?
I guess that's what happened. I guess that's what happened.
Okay. Anyway, moving right along.
Why is my shit always anyway and moving along? You know what? This is the shit I've been talking about.
I mean,
Now
because
we
you're
not
shit.
moving along until Melanie say what I did on social media.
Niggas know what you did on social media. Stop acting like you didn't used to be beefing with your baby moms.
Never.
Y'all be
Never.
doing
On
petty
social
shit
media?
back and forth.
On social media?
Yes.
No, not me.
On Facebook. The
No.
only shit I follow you and I follow her.
No.
Never.
When was this? We did
Nigga,
it?
I don't know. I'm not in the book.
Yeah, you gotta be talking about some shit 10 years ago.
I'm not talking about nothing right now, obviously, but I didn't say it was now. I said you did it
this
before.
some shit I don't even remember.
Okay, then it happened. Now you got that off your chest.
He was talking about a part of your highlight reel that exists on the internet forever and ever. Amen.
Exactly, because I could scroll back far enough and find it if I wanted to, but I'm not that dedicated. But it's here. It's here.
No, all right. That's basically saying like, yo, let's go back and look at what Malcolm X used to do before he was Malcolm X. Like what?
They do that
Well,
too.
people, yes, people do.
You judging somebody off of fucking years ago what they did on social media?
But that's the thing. Why does it have to be now for it to matter? If you just here's my thing, right? Let's say you got 8 kids and all of them are 15 or older, right? And now I meet you, and now your youngest kid is 15 years old. The odds of you having more kids, I'm still gonna think like, damn, this nigga make a lot of kids. Just because you ain't make one in 15 years, don't mean you didn't make 8 or before that. It still matters. It's like, it may not be who you are, but it's in your history, so it's not irrelevant completely.
No, it's not.
I still think that
just because it's in your history, that don't mean it's in your future.
Okay, but I don't know that.
On
Just
yourself.
because I'm putting it in my present, what's in my
did a
present
lot of
will
shit
be in my history. Like
learn
you
from
see,
what
not
you
act like
did
it
in
doesn't
your
matter.
history to change your future.
Mel, I think that's situation based because what you're telling me is if I cut hair one time, I'm a fucking barber.
Nobody
That's
said
what you're
that,
telling
and I think you're being
That's-
obtuse for even saying that. I feel like
That's what I'm
people
saying,
do
right?
this. Wait, that was another
All
thing.
right, so real question. All bullshit aside. So I think, like I said, I think it's situation based. If you're telling me that if I committed murder at one point, right? If I committed murder, no, all bullshit aside. If I committed murder at one point, I did my time. I went to jail. I've been home for over 15 years. Do you look at who I am or do you look at what I'm capable of?
Murder?
Both.
Important.
Nigga, you
Right,
work
that's a bad example.
before.
But listen,
No. Listen, this is real shit. This is real shit. I want you to think about it. At no point has anybody asked me why whatever happened. All you know is that I went to jail for murder.
And that's all I need to know.
Thank you. Oh my God.
So I'm a murderer, right? Or am I capable of murdering somebody?
Capable of murder, it doesn't
It's
matter.
not the same thing.
No, but I'm not saying that I'm not saying that in the past that you're this same person. I'm saying I can't act like it was never there just because it's old. That I'm saying the same thing you're saying. I'm saying the same thing you're saying. You just had a way extreme fucking example.
that was
all right. So look, Sincere, I got a perfect example, right?
I'm sincere.
Don't laugh.
All right.
Don't
So
do that.
look, on my social media when I first got it, what was that like? A million years ago when I first got it, right?
Yeah, you old as fuck.
Yeah.
Watch 'em
When
out.
I first got it, I didn't believe in God, right? I didn't believe in God. I might have posted something like, "Do God really care about us?" Now, if you go back 3-5 years ago, whatever, I went to fucking church for my birthday. So what you gonna judge me on?
You're not judging. I think that's where you're mistaken.
It's
I'm
just a
not.
Well,
mental
why
note.
you
It's
gonna?
just a
What are you
mental
gonna
note.
use though? You're gonna be like, oh, you said this. Like
It's just a
what?
mental
Okay.
note. It's just
I'm
a
gonna.
mental note. Something that I like. Okay, you said it. You did it. Cool.
All right. So, but basically, what
I'm not
y'all
saying
arguing
judging
is y'all will take a mental note for what somebody did a million years ago, or rather what they doing right now.
No, people don't change that much. Like, I'm not saying, like, all right, you believe in God or you didn't believe in God and then you do, right? Both of those things matter, because that means to me what you showed right there is you're able to have a mindset and an opinion, and that you're able to change it based on things that may happen. So that's showing me that you are the kind of person that can grow. It's not saying like you didn't believe in God in 2001, so you don't believe in it now. It's just showing like your opinion changed. That means you're the kind of person who can go through
Right.
something or get new information and change your opinion. It means you're able to grow. You're
That's
open to learning new things. That's what that's showing. It still matters. Everything isn't
That's
negative
what I'm
just because.
saying. So if a girl posts something right now, that's what I'm saying. So if a girl posts something right now and I don't like it right now, you saying, but you did this 10 years ago. She don't like it 10 years ago. How do she know I wasn't able to grow if she looking at then and not looking
How do
at
you
now?
know when she's posting it right now that it's relevant to her or to you? I could like just
Cause
like
she
I
posting
could
it
post.
right now. When she looking at I post 20 years ago.
But listen, man, listen. I could post something right now that has nothing to do with me, but I thought it sounded poetic or it was pretty, or I know somebody who it relates to, and I could post it online. It could be a fucking lyric that you don't know is a lyric. You're gonna automatically think it's about you, and it has nothing to do with you or me. It's something I posted. You're using that to judge me in this moment, not even knowing the context of why I posted it. You're not even willing to ask the question before you get offended. That's
That's what he
crazy.
just said about the murder. You didn't really you wasn't willing
Nick,
to ask the
we
question
were
about
we're
him
past that. We agreed on
why he
that.
murdered somebody. That's what he just said. You wasn't willing to
Damn.
ask him the
Okay,
question why he murdered somebody.
See,
but
now you see why
we
you the extreme
did that.
scenarios.
If I post a lyric, if I post a meme, a lyric or something that has nothing to do with me, I'm just posting something that I saw that made me laugh or made me think. This nigga committed murder. That's complete. That's something he
If you
actually
all
did.
right,
It's
if you
relevant
post a
to him.
lyric, all right, say if you post a lyric right now, right? And the lyric is like, look, no, listen. If you post a lyric, say like, and the lyric is like, cause they got this lyric.
Fuck.
I don't Jadakiss, I think Jadakiss or Sheep, one of them say this like, I don't do family, I do friends and some shit. Say you post a lyric like, look, family is fake. And that's the lyric of a song, like you took it as a lyric, right? And when I see that, I feel some type, whoa, family fake. I don't know you saying the lyric, right? Hold on. I don't know you saying the lyric, right? But you know you saying the lyric, right? You saying it right now in live time. I'm gonna feel some way about what you saying right now. If you said this 10 years ago and I'm talking to you right now, I'm not gonna be like, oh, remember 10 years ago when you said family ain't fake? You still feel like that, but I'm talking to you right now?
I got you. But at what point, forget the 10 years ago part. At what point do you see something that I post, decide to take it personal, and not be a big boy and ask me about it and say, hey, you talking about I'm fucking fake? Like, when do it's personal responsibility because your feelings got hurt over something that I never even shot towards you, but you took it that way. Why is it my responsibility to take care of emotions that you're having from something that I didn't know you'd be feeling that I did? Even if I did do that, wait a minute. Even if I wrote, man, fuck niggas in red shirts, and you got on the red shirt and it was about you, you won't know that until you ask me,
You
and
gonna
then we
start
can
calling my
find
man
out and have
emotional.
a conversation.
You gonna
Before
start
I
calling my
ask
man
you,
emotional.
no, this is the same thing
I
I
didn't
said
call
to
you
her.
emotional. I said red
No,
Yes,
shirt.
you did.
this is the same thing I said to Lonnie when she said if she see it, she's gonna ask. I said you're asking because you feel some type of way. Before I ask you, the first thing I'm gonna do is feel some type of way. Then I'm gonna ask you.
But you said it was exclusive.
But
Not
it
if
does.
Like
if they're exclusive.
I'm not gonna feel some
She
type of way about. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying. You said if you guys were exclusive, then you would ask a question. But if you're not exclusive, then you're not going to ask a question. Correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. So then it
For
doesn't
me,
matter.
for
So
me, it's purely
my fault,
situational.
Monica.
So
got me
Lonnie, if you
high.
dating a nigga, right? So Lonnie, if you dating a nigga right now, you dating him, and he be like, he sing fucking Pimp C, like he write a lyric from Pimp C, I slap a hoe soon as I see her. You gonna continue dating him without saying nothing? You ain't gonna ask him about it or nothing?
I'm not a hoe. I'm
Oh,
not
wait
gonna
a minute.
acknowledge
But
that.
I know you're not a
I
hoe,
don't
but
know that I'm
this
gonna
hold
date.
on.
I don't know that I'm gonna serious. I don't know that I'm
Oh
seriously.
my, are you fucking kidding me? Listen, you're not a hoe, but is
Are
this
you
the type
kidding
of
me?
person that you want to continue talking to?
No, probably not.
All right, that's my whole point right there.
You really know that's not a fucking mic drop. Sis, sit your ass down. Pick that
Point
shit
right
the fuck
there.
up.
That's my point right there.
Listen, I
Anyway,
think
Y'all
Nick.
not
that I
exclusive.
think that
Listen, y'all
any
not
social media
exclusive, but
post,
you know, like from what he said, you don't
I
know what
think,
he talking about, but you know from what he said, this is probably not the type of person I want to continue talking to.
Wouldn't you ask? You,
listen, I
He
I
think any
said, no, he
situation
said if they
is,
not exclusive,
if
she not asking.
but if
look, I think
he's
any
posting,
situation calls for a
if
conversation. I think any situation calls for communication, and I think any situation calls to inquire about.
and he thinks
Period.
that because he has emotional maturity. I'm not saying others don't, but I'm saying he does.
but like I
No,
think
what I'm
that's the
Wow.
saying
point.
is,
I think if I feel a way about it, I should ask that person. I don't like I feel like Melanie and I've talked about this before. Like I don't love gray area. So like if it's enough to bother me, then obviously I'm gonna have a conversation. But I'm not gonna internalize it. That's not gonna be like this isn't gonna be a long term thing.
you change the answer, but
I'm
okay.
not gonna let it weigh on me forever.
So look, listen, I just got one question because I kind of just been building it just from what everybody was saying. It's just one question. So if and Melanie, this one's for you and Lonnie. I'm sorry,
No, Deesh is here
and
too.
Melody's turned it back. Yeah, and Deesh.
Her
Yeah,
name is
this one's for you
Deesh,
too, Deesh.
and she's a
That's what
little quiet
I said Deesh. I said
here.
Deesh. All
You
right,
should change your title to Melanie and Deej on your.
Girl, ain't nobody
so
gonna see this but
No.
us. This is just for me. They don't see it.
my question is, right? If in your relationship you cheated and I never inquired about why you cheated, but the story behind that is okay, well, he did whatever he did. I was heartbroken. I was ready to leave my relationship, so I stepped out. And the reason I say stepped out is because you're still together. All right. But later on, it's just a simple yes or no question. If I ask you if you ever cheated and it becomes yes or no, this is when I think it becomes a comparable situation. Do you think the same in every situation? Do you not ask and do you hold on to information and make it simple yes or no? Because Lonnie just said she doesn't live in gray area. Do you take it as a yes or no, or do you inquire?
I don't for that specific question. There isn't a gray area. It's like you cheated or you didn't. That's like a very like, and I have, and those were part of the stipulations. You're not happy. You feel like you're stuck for whatever reason. You feel like you can't leave. Then
So is it
you
okay? So hold on, and wait. I'm glad you said that. Now let me cut you off respectfully. Can I now label you as a cheater?
Respectfully.
Can
Ooh.
can I now label you as a cheater? No ifs, ands, or buts.
you can. It doesn't mean that we'll date. You know what I'm saying?
No, just it's regardless. You're now labeled as a cheater because that's
I was
exactly
thinking
what it
that
Go
is.
back
too.
to the murder thing.
Right or wrong, right?
So you no, but that's the point, right? You have now labeled me as a cheater. Like this person that is not me has labeled me as a cheater. I'm not a
No,
cheater.
I'm telling everybody. She a cheater.
You're go ahead,
No,
please.
no,
No. I feel
I'm
like
telling
you're
everybody
kind
you're a
of
cheater.
being obtuse when you do that. Now the problem with the black and white like that, you know what I mean? You don't want gray area when it comes to the title of your relationship. I don't want to be your sort of girlfriend, but not your girlfriend. Then we meet your friend John on the street, and you don't know how to introduce me, and I don't know how I should be introduced. That's a gray area that you don't really want to be in. Now, when it comes to something, oh, hi, new boyfriend Anthony, or excuse me, new boyfriend Sincere. It's so nice to be in this relationship with you. Have you cheated before? Yes. Oh, well, it's going to be over. You need explanation there. I don't think that's a gray area. I don't think something like that can be such a black and white answer because, like Lonnie said, there's a million things that go into that. Now, this is where discernment, word of the day, comes in because now I get to decide. Okay, he told me he cheated before, but it was 17 years ago when he was 16 years old. It was his first girlfriend. That's not going to mean as much to me than if you say, yeah, last year I fucked over on my wife. I'm not saying no, but this is where you take the time to get to know people and you have to make judgments. I'm saying I don't think that people are judged on a label. If you killed somebody before, wait a minute. If you killed somebody 12 years ago, like you said, and it's like, okay, but you did it at one time. I'm saying that's something you take. I said this earlier. You can fucking rewind the tape. I said you have to take that into consideration because it's part of the total package. I'm not just saying he's a murderer and that be it. You're also a bunch of other things. You still committed murder, nigga.
All I'm saying is overall. Okay. I wanted to hear your answer on that because I think the more that us as individuals explain our reasons for agreeing, I think it becomes more of a disconnect. Can we all agree on that each situation has its own terms to either inquire or not inquire? Can we just all agree on that? No, we can't. We just gonna look at me in this corner. That's what's gonna happen. We just gonna look at this little square. That's what
You know,
happens.
I'm sorry.
I can't.
Okay, all right.
You can't.
Nah, I can't agree on that.
Go on.
Why? Why can't you agree on it?
He doesn't
No,
communicate.
Man doesn't communicate. I
That's
agree.
why,
I don't
so-
think you're a great communicator at all. I think you go in emotions first with your tears and your heart blazing, and then you go and wait afterwards.
Only when somebody don't agree with you, you emotion and all some stuff. Like,
That's not true.
if I was going in and you would agree with me, you would be saying something.
You
totally
would
different.
still be
Just 'cause you
emotional. I would
disagree
just
with
be
me,
agreeing
I
with you.
got emotions and I'm tears blazing and all this. No.
That's a metaphor. Calm down. But that's not true either. I be agreeing with you on stuff. It kills me to do it, but it's true.
Yeah, but when you heard what you said? It killed me to do it.
I was being sarcastic. Look,
When you agree with me, there's no, oh, you being emotional. It's none of that because you agree. But once you don't, oh, because you being emotional, you can't communicate. Why? Because you disagree with me.
I didn't say you can't communicate because you are emotional.
You said I don't communicate.
I don't think you will communicate well. I don't
Because
think
you
you
disagree with
communicate
me.
well, but I don't think it's because of your emotions. I think you go to your emotions before you go to your head. But that has not.
Melanie, I think you're being so obtuse.
Now I'm trying to use my word. You use it wrong. Anyway, moving on. Because so now here goes the thing. Because speaking of being obtuse, that was actually in the next category, and it had nothing to do with this conversation. We just kind of left it. I promise. But I think I saw something on Twitter, and it was some guy liking a girl doing something with her ass and this G-string thing, whatever. And they was like, oh, why do men be liking these pictures and these videos, but they be mad if their girl or their daughters do it? And it's kind of like, why, we're all putting on different faces for social media, right? And apparently that's frowned upon. So why are you engaging or liking or watching something that if your girl did or your daughter did or your sister did, it would be a problem? Like, if it's a problem for them to do it, then why is it okay for you to engage in it, indulge in it in other places with other people?
I don't even see the problem with that.
I don't either, but I
don't
think
see the
people.
problem. It's entertainment for whoever chooses, for that to be the entertainment. I don't know.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually as a man, as the man that I am. Let me specify that as the man that I am. I'm not going to answer that because I'm okay. Because I'm okay with my girl doing it. If I see it on TV, I'm okay with my girl doing it. My daughter's a different story. It's like that's my daughter.
Wait, you okay with your girl shaking ass on the internet?
I mean, for me, man, to be honest with you, like if I know it's mine. I know she's coming home to me. If this is something I know for a fact, then I'm not really too objective for that. Because let me ask you a question. What's so different?
Wait.
Listen. What's so different than her shaking on the internet and niggas sending likes and getting in the comments than you and her walking on the beach and a bunch of niggas is walking past looking anyway?
Big difference.
Huge.
Is this OnlyFans
What?
or is
Tell me.
this OnlyFans, Instagram, or Twitter?
No. This isn't one of those situational. This isn't one of those situational moments. Tell me the difference.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. It's the same answer I would say to the girl that asked the question in Melanie thing.
Her name is Deesh.
What she asked again? Like, why do niggas like blah blah blah? Yeah, it's the same answer I'm gonna give you because one, you might have no problem going to the strip club, but do you want your girl to be a stripper?
You want me to answer that honestly?
Yes.
That's the same shit.
Yes.
Would you want your girl to be a stripper,
No,
but you
I
have no
don't.
problem with a stripper? Huh?
No, I don't.
That's the same
When I was
shit.
when I was in North Carolina, I dated a stripper.
Oh, you have no problem with your girl being a stripper, you saying?
No, I don't.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be with no stripper.
But again, for me, my daughter is a little something different. If I don't know about it, I may not complain. But I think it's the knowing. I think it's the knowing. For
No,
me,
you
it's
know
the
what
knowing.
that is. You know what that just really made me, really fucked me up just now, because so you okay with your girl doing it, but not your daughter. So you don't plan on having a family with this girl.
Hold on. I didn't say I'm not okay with it. I said it's the knowing. It's the knowing. I'm going to watch my girl do it. All right? I'm going to watch the female I'm dealing with do it. I'm not going to watch my daughter shake her ass on the internet. I'm not going to do that.
But
I'm talking specifically the daughter aspect.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But would you, if you knew that your daughter was shaking her ass on the internet, would you be okay with it? If you knew?
Again, and it's just like I said, it's the knowing part. It's for me, it's
So
the
yes or
knowing
no,
part.
would you be okay with it knowing that she doing it?
I'm not. I told. That's what I told you at the beginning of this. I can't answer that. I can't answer that.
You don't see it. You just know.
Y'all roped me into this conversation. Y'all got me. Y'all roped me into this conversation.
No, I'm saying you don't see your daughter doing it. Somebody tell you your daughter is shaking her ass on the internet. Are you okay with that?
Somebody telling me my daughter shaking her ass on the internet? I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna act in that situation.
Your friend saw your daughter shaking her ass on the internet and sent it to you in your DMs. What now, Sincere?
I'm sending that shit to my daughter like, oh yeah, this is what the fuck we doing?
Exactly.
Oh, it's a
So
problem.
that's the whole thing right there. Don't you want, if you want to mess with a girl, don't you want somebody that your daughter could like, you know what I mean, look up to and follow? You want it'd be okay for your girl to do it, but not your daughter.
But I'm also okay, and this is why I say everything for me is situational. This is why I say if it becomes, I also want my daughter to make her own decisions and then also own her space. If you're dealing with a dude that's okay with that, if you're comfortable doing it and he's comfortable doing it, and my girl doesn't, then I want y'all to have a logical, grown-up conversation about it. Again, this becomes situational. Just don't tell me that my daughter's sitting there strip. Don't send me videos of my daughter. Don't do that. Don't send me videos of my daughter. Because first of all, I'm going to come after you first. So why the fuck you sending me videos of my daughter?
Well, I got a question. If you don't want your daughter doing something like that, why would you be dating a woman that has the influence of doing something like that? She's more likely to jump into it.
I just finished saying it's not so much of a not wanting, it's a not knowing.
But my whole thing is,
knowing.
But the thing is, if you're taking that stance, that means you prefer that it didn't happen. That way, it's nothing to not know about. So if you prefer that it didn't happen, why would you date somebody who influences and indulges in this kind of culture that your daughter could absolutely get engaged in because she's in her life? I'm not saying
introduce my kids to everybody. So that's why I say this conversation is weird for me. I don't introduce my kids to everybody. I don't. As many people as I've dealt with in my life, as many females as I've dealt with in my life, my kids ain't met everybody.
That's a fucking cop out, but all right.
Hey, call it what you want.
I am.
Call it what you want.
I'm gonna have to definitely call that a cop out.
Melanie, look, you know what? This is a perfect question for you, Melanie. How long have me and you known each other?
20 years.
20 years. How many of my kids have you met with me? And I mean met, introduced. My point exactly. How many do I have?
Okay, to be fair,
No. How many do I have?
I don't know. 4?
Okay, so I got 4. You know, nigga. What I'm saying is, I don't introduce my kids to everybody. I just don't. And not saying it's just bad blood. Not saying that there's an issue. Not saying that you're a stripper. What I'm saying is that I just don't introduce my kids to everybody.
You know,
there has to be significant roles. It's real shit.
The fucked up part is we talking about social media, nigga. She don't even gotta meet her. She see her on social media. And she see that, that's enough right there.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question, just because you brought that up, and this is the reason I didn't mention that. Now, your daughter, right? Your daughter sees Lonnie. Listen, you and Lonnie, you know Lonnie. Lonnie shaking her ass on the internet. Your daughter doesn't know Lonnie. We already know this ain't gonna happen. You see Lonnie with a hand on her face. All right? All right? Your daughter sees Lonnie shaking her ass on the internet. Your daughter shows you. You look like, damn, yo, yo, Lonnie, what do you say to Lonnie?
And we're friends.
Yeah.
If him and Lonnie are friends, but the daughter doesn't know that they know each other, who do you address?
Lonnie.
Your
And
daughter?
I'm addressing my daughter too, though.
Why would you
Hold on,
address
hold on.
Lonnie?
Thank you. That's my point. That's my point.
No,
My point is,
I'm gonna
you
tell you why I
cannot.
address Lonnie. I'm gonna tell you why I address Lonnie.
But hold on, man, hold on. Listen. And Mel, this is exactly why I agree with you. It's one of those situation instances. You don't know who to address because it's one of those not knowing. It's
I know who
honest.
to address.
It's honestly if you see it. It's honestly if you see it, out of sight, out of mind.
I know who to address. I'm addressing Lonnie first.
That's a different situation.
I'm
How?
addressing Lonnie first. I'm
Let
gonna
me
tell you
tell
why
you
I'm addressing
how.
Lonnie first. Because
But here's the thing.
Why
If
am I
Manny
being
Lonnie,
addressed?
well, because look,
Because
Man
what
Man
you
knows
doing,
Lonnie, and Lonnie shakes her
Right.
ass on the internet, and
Right.
baby Man Man seen Lonnie and don't know the connection between the two. That's an entirely different thing than if baby Man Man knew that her father and Lonnie was dating. That's an entirely different. That's a really important piece of
How
information.
is it different? How is it different if Man is dating a stripper but hasn't introduced his daughter to the stripper?
I didn't. No, 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 no,
Yes,
no, no, no.
I'm not.
Because the thing is, you're trying to take this, like I said, it's a cop out because you're creating this. Oh, they haven't met, then it doesn't matter because the woman is not in the life. If we're talking about the woman
That's
in
not what I
your
said.
life,
I
but
never
that's
said
not
that.
where we originally were. You switched it after you copped out.
No.
All right, hold on. Can I say something real quick?
Listen.
Yes,
Because
please.
the whole situation. Hold on. You ain't gonna dead my conversation. What you not going to fuck me? Yes, please. It's the initial statement was, all right, seeing a woman shake her ass on the internet, right or wrong.
Right.
Right or wrong. The
Right.
only thing that I added in was Man knew the girl shaking her ass on the internet.
All right. Can
That's
I
the
respond to
only
that?
variable I changed.
Because I said I'm gonna talk to Lonnie, nigga. Can I respond? The fuck?
That's the only thing I
Lonnie, stop
All right,
shaking your
listen. Let me
ass.
tell
You're
you
causing
why.
these
All right, listen.
problems.
Hold on,
Never.
listen. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Just
Listen.
causing problems.
When you was coming up, right? Be honest. When you was coming up, right?
Who are you talking
Me
to?
or Lonnie?
No, you. I'm
Oh,
talking.
I'm
Oh.
afraid.
Sincere. When you was coming
Okay,
up,
okay.
right? What made you want to start playing basketball? Who did you see? Like, what made you want to do that?
You want that honest answer?
Don't
Oh
say
my
yourself.
God. Nobody?
Huh? Don't say who?
Nobody? Yeah, who?
My friends. I was in the football when I was younger. I never
Okay.
had a basketball. I never had a basketball idol until I got to high
Your
school.
friends. All right, your friends. So you never liked the basketball idol at all. All right, so even your friends, right? Now say back in them days when you seen your friends playing basketball, it was
Mm-hmm.
on the internet or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your son seen it, he show you like, oh, he nice, blah blah blah. You okay with that? Cause nigga, you could reach out to your friends like, yo, my son, know what I mean, he seen your little highlight reel, whatever. Hit him up, blah blah blah. If I know
I see where you're
Lonnie
going with
and
it.
my
Okay.
daughter come to me with this, and I know it's some negative shit, that's like me knowing King Vaughn, and my son come to me like rapping like, "Oh, daddy, I want to do this." I'm gonna go to King Vaughn, yo, bro. Can you rap about something else? My son listening to you.
Get
He's
the
seeing
fuck
you.
out of here. That is not that person's responsibility.
No.
You gotta
Okay.
monitor what you.
No.
So
If I know the person, if I
so I'm
know
gonna answer your
Lonnie, I'm gonna
question.
tell her like, yo, make this
So
shit
I'm gonna
private or
answer your
something, because
question.
the kids can see it or something. I'm gonna go to her
So
like, yo, make this
I'm
shit
gonna answer your
private.
question. I'm gonna answer your question.
Monitor your kids'
What
online
if?
usage.
But hold on. I'm gonna answer your question. My fault. My fault cutting you off. I'm gonna answer your question.
Uh,
You knew Lonnie was a stripper, but what your daughter saw on the internet was her dancing, was her pole dancing. If your daughter sat there and said, "Hey, look, Dad, look at what she's doing," if you knew Lonnie and say, "Hey, Lonnie, do you know your daughter get lessons?" What would you do?
what would I ask her to get lessons?
What would you do?
I wouldn't. I would ask her to tell her this ain't what she want to do. Cause I just told you I don't want to fuck with a stripper, so I'm not gonna
Look,
advise my
look,
daughter to be
look,
one.
look, 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 look at the two people at Melanie Square. Melanie and Melanie's friend. Deesh, there you go.
Deesh. Her name is Deesh.
I had to think about it. I got it. Deesh. There you go. This is what I'm saying. Again, it becomes situational. You just finished using somebody that somebody saw on the internet. Okay? Now let's take away who they are. Let's talk about the situation. The situation is our kids saw somebody on the internet. They brought it to us, and say, hey, dad, such and such and such and such, regardless of what it is. You just finished admitting that if you had the power to talk to that person on the internet, that you would make it okay for your kid to sit there and be around them, right?
No, I
So
didn't
if
say
your
that.
kid, that's exactly what you said, man. You're my man, so you know I'm gonna keep it funky. This is what you just
I
said.
said I would ask Lonnie to talk to the kid about not doing,
No.
to not
Before
do what
that,
she doing.
before that, you said you knew King Von and your kids brought King Von to you. Oh, dad, I want to rap. You said I would have King Von rap for my kid. That's what you just said.
No, I would ask King Vaughn to rap about something different.
That's what
I'm
he
sorry.
said.
What would you say to Lonnie? Because she's an adult.
Right,
So what
like
is you? What exactly?
I
You
would
say?
ask Lonnie to like either try to make her shit private or if she could talk to my daughter because my daughter is liking what she's seeing. She
No,
want to do
not
it too.
wow. Not with
Hold
your
on,
daughter. You just
before
told
we
Lonnie
move on.
you're
Before we
gonna
move
tell her
on.
not to do it without the kid being involved.
Hold on,
You
Dish. Hold on,
still
Dish.
tell Lonnie
Real
not to
quick,
do
before we move on, because
I
I
ain't
have
gonna
this.
tell Lonnie not to do it. I said to make it private to where
it.
other people can't see it.
so it only matters if she was posting that and you had a
Yeah.
kid that was influenced. If you didn't have no kids and she was shaking ass on the internet, you wouldn't give a fuck.
How would I know? He's saying the
No, no,
kid
no. I'm
bring it to
asking. No,
me.
no, 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 no. I'm asking. So you and Lonnie are friends. You don't have no kids. Lonnie over there shaking her ass in a G string, and you seen it. Whatever. Are you gonna say something to her
We
like
just
you don't need
friends.
to be doing that?
We just friends. We ain't dating or nothing.
Oh, so you ain't got no
This-
kids, so it don't matter. Okay, I was just checking to see.
No, what the fuck? What?
So
You
like
said we friends?
it only matters if she's doing that while y'all friends. If your daughters could see it. If you don't have no daughters, then she could continue to do it without it being an
No,
issue for you.
no. Even if I
So
didn't have no
does
kids, even if I
so
didn't
does
have
my
no kids
comment.
and we just friends that don't have nothing to do with me, I'm not dating her.
That's
So
what I'm
does my
saying,
so
boy.
does my comment not still stand? If you don't see it, it's not knowing. Out of sight, out of mind.
No,
That's
that's
what I'm talking
totally
about.
different.
How not?
Because it's
Nigga
not what I
nigga
just said.
said
That's
this.
not what we just said at all.
Man just finished saying that man just finished saying he would ask her to make her private so they don't see it. That's what he just said. Am I
Yeah,
bugging
but
again?
then he said if he didn't have kids and
So
she was doing that,
so
then that's not his girl.
You asked him if he didn't have kids. He just finished saying that he would sit there and ask her to make it private so the kids wouldn't see it. He kept the kids in the scenario.
I know there's two separate. I just gave you both answers with the kids
You
and
know
without
what?
the kids.
It don't matter. Lonnie, stop shaking your ass on the internet and we'll solve this whole problem.
You causing
Okay?
all these fucking problems, Lonnie. God damn, girl, keep it in
Lonnie,
your
for shaking your
pants.
ass on the internet and causing so much controversy in this conversation. Okay?
But it's
I
crazy. I
will-
just also feel like I just want to lastly say, like on some serious shit, because you do have kids. If your daughters did see some shit like that, it is your responsibility to curate what your daughters see. You can't go to a person like, oh, change your content or change your settings because my kid saw it. That's your responsibility.
you
When my
forgetting the part. You forgetting the part.
What
what
part?
part is that?
I did say I was gonna go to my daughter too. I said I was
But
gonna
you
go
saying
to
two, you
yeah.
don't have no right to say anything to Lonnie.
If I know her,
Yes.
man, what?
If it's like okay, it's like look. It's like my brother, right? It's like my brother, right? Remember Big Man years ago? This nigga put a picture up and he was damn near naked with like an ice cream cone emoji in front of him, and Grandma saw it, right? And you know the fix to that problem was Big Man stop posting shit like that. No, Grandma had to unfriend Big Man because she didn't want to see shit like that because it's not his job to make her happy on the internet. It's her job to make her internet experience a happy one. So she don't want to see this shit, so she removes it from her feed. You don't get people to stop posting what they want
Tell
to
grandma
post.
log out.
Exactly.
Tell grandma log
Grandma
out.
was the issue.
You saying exactly what he said, out of sight, out of mind.
You know what's crazy?
But I'm
Man,
talking about a
man,
different
real quick.
part of it.
Listen,
Are y'all this
it-
fucking dumb?
listen, man, just real quick.
Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying, Bonnie?
As long as we've
I
known each other, haven't I always said
I
something comes around full circle?
I think I actually might
Yeah,
agree with them right
on
now.
the fucking moon.
Wait. Say it again, Ronnie. Say it for the people in the back.
I think I
See,
might
people in the back.
agree. I think I might agree now with the out of sight, out of mind.
Thank you.
But I'm not saying, but what?
It always comes around full circle. Melanie, listen. At the end of it, I get what you're
Wait.
saying. Listen,
I'm not
I
saying
get
that
what
you're
saying.
wrong, but that wasn't the point that I was making. What you're saying is not wrong, but that's not the point that I'm making. Yes, out of sight, out of mind. What I was
saying, I was wrong.
God damn it!
Hold up. Okay, I get it. So, man. Okay, grandma's a whole adult. Grandma is a whole adult and then some. Your child is not an adult, so it's your responsibility to curate what your kid sees. But it's grandma's responsibility to curate what she sees. So it's technically out of sight, out of mind, but you had to do that.
Right, that's too.
Which is why I said I would feel some type of way about my daughter, but the girl that I'm dating is something totally different. Something totally different.
I just don't think you can separate church and state like that. If and when you decide this girl for your children to understand that the person that you're with is going to be in their lives, and then what she posts on there, if you're going to allow your kids to be able to view her media, then that is going to not be as separate.
You're adding a lot of ifs and different variables.
Because now
if I know she's a stripper and dancer, then that's something that's going to be filtered. That's a conversation I'm going to have with her. If I'm dating her. Now, this goes back to Man's point. If they're just friends, then there's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to say. If I'm dating you, hey, look, listen. All I ask is, my daughter has the capability of being on social media. If she friend requests you, if she sees your page, do me a favor. Just don't make it public. Make it private so only certain people can sit there and say that. This goes back to what he said, but then it goes back to my original statement. Out of sight, out of mind. If you don't see it, you can't sit there and address it, but you will always have different feelings, but depending on who it pertains to.
Well, I mean, I'm a stripper and a content creator now in this hypothetical scenario.
Well, hold on.
Well, I'm not going to make myself private until I. So I'm not going to make myself private until I have to. Until I monetize enough. I'm not making that shit private. Everyone's going to see it. Sorry.
Okay.
Capitalism.
So, moral of the story. Okay.
Networking and promotion. You're right, Lonnie.
Moral of the story is Snapchat is for dick pics and side chicks. Twitter is for fights and pornography.
What?
Facebook is for our elders, aka also us, and Instagram is for all the other stuff. Apparently.
And y'all still hold my man. And y'all still hold my homeboy accountable for some shit he posted 10 years ago. All right, he is not emotional. Leave my nigga alone.
You can be emotional. He can be emotional and still be right.
I just said that he should ask a question. He should communicate with the girl, ask a question before you say you just X her out completely because she made.
Before you jump to conclusion.
This is the thing. What's her name again?
Her name is
Deej. This is the thing.
Yes.
They jumped down my throat as soon as I said I'm gonna be done with her. Right? They didn't even let me run it down. My first thing is I'm gonna feel some type of way, and then I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna talk to you about it, but I'm gonna let you know I'm not pursuing you no more. I'm gonna let you know. Even if you tell me like, what?
Look at everybody's face. Look at everybody's face.
What?
Everybody's confused.
Why? What you confused about?
You didn't ask a question at all.
At all.
Like you just
I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you about
that. That's not talking to her. That's you letting her know you done.
I'm going to ask the question, but it honestly, like, if I ask the question, 9 times out of 10, you're still gonna be done.
And this is why.
Yo, what?
He walked in knowing the outcome.
Because you didn't want to have a conversation, you wanted to get it off your goddamn chest.
Right. You want to be heard.
Because if you say that was just a song, like, I already felt some type of way, man. I don't want to talk to you no more.
But you can communicate. You should communicate.
You
with the
ended a whole
person.
relationship because you felt
Nah,
the way.
this ain't a relationship. That's not a relationship.
You it's not a relationship like boyfriend girlfriend. Every interaction, it's a relationship of some sort. It could be insignificant. It could be the beginning. It's a relationship with a person. You ended an entire friendship, relationship, getting to know you ship, whatever you want to call it, with a person because you felt something that you never verified. That you never verified.
If I'm
That
getting to
you
know
never
the,
verified.
if I'm getting to know the girl, if I'm courting the girl and I'm hollering at the girl, we going on to a couple dates and I see something like that, I don't want to go no further. I'm sorry.
No, this is, you're gonna be real single with that type of attitudes. It's not gonna be social media that's fucking you up. It's gonna be you because you're lacking the emotional intelligence to understand that people can
There's
do
people
more
that,
than
what's
things
the
that
name?
affect you in their life.
Lonnie says she don't even post on social media.
What does that have to do with what
It's
I just
very
said?
rare. It's very
I'm
rare.
gonna be real single. It's people that don't even post. It's
It
people that
that
don't even.
wasn't the point of that. I was saying single because of the lack of.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
so I don't know where sincere went, but this has been a lovely episode. We don't have a quote for the day, but we do have a word of the day. Say it with me: discernment. Okay, use your
Discernment.
head to make decisions, to understand situations wholly, because the world does not revolve around you. Okay, human beings are not a monolith. We all come with different things, different thoughts, different mindsets, different paths, different experiences.
Woo! Different paths.
Okay,
That's a word.
thank you,
Yes.
thank you. So we want to thank Deesh. We want to thank Lonnie. We want to thank Sincere, but we don't know
He
where
must be
Sincere
on a phone
went.
call.
Right.
From a
But we want to
stripper.
thank you guys for joining us today. If you want to shout out your tags on any of your Instagrams, Facebooks, Snapchats, this is your moments.
Go ahead, Lonnie.
You know how I feel about Snapchat. That's for friends only because when strangers get in there, it gets weird. So my Instagram handle is Lons18, LONZZZ18.
And mine is, my Instagram is K_MARIEE3.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and we're gonna have our toast.
I don't have. Oh, God.
I'm sorry. Would you like to say something, Mister? I'll be back next episode, please. By all means.
I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I'm gonna really be single forever.
You got related conversations, goddammit. You're fine.
Uh.
All right, well, thank you. So we're gonna have our toast from the group chat
To the podcast.
to the
Where's
podcast.
Lonnie?
Frozen. Thank you for watching. Please join us next time. You can follow us on Instagram at Related Conversations Podcast, on TikTok and YouTube at Related Conversations. We will be trying to post weekly. If we don't stick to that, we are Black. Give us a little credit. But thank you all for joining. This has been lovely. Thank you to our guests, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.